Storm unseen but felt by all. Athena found her people terrified, cowering in their homes. Outside the throne room, she came face to face with her brother, Ares. He proudly proclaimed their father avenged. Anubis was dead. Athena revealed the truth that Loki had murdered Zeus. Tempers flared. In their absence, Hades had not been idle. Poised to complete a ritual of dark intent, Hades sought war with Asgard for inciting Ragnarok. Tempted by Hades' promises of bloodshed and battle, Ares prevented Athena from stopping the ritual. Lines were drawn. War would come. Brother against sister, God against God. And for Hades, all the mortal souls he could ever desire.
Bum, bum, bum.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
Yet another nice little render. Is that the last one, or we got one more?
I'm not quite sure. I believe we have at least something to kind of round it all together. But yeah, Ares needs to stop being like a jerk. Like,
No, he's not a jerk.
He went out of his way and did something before he had all the information, and then now that he's like in this weird situation, he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna defend Hades."
Sometimes you don't get all the information, do you? But that's what we're here for, to give you all the information of the latest patch coming out, 4.24 of the Smite patch notes. This is the Worlds patch. This, whatever is released today, or in these patch notes, and gets released following Tuesday, this will be the patch that the World Championships is played on. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Thank you for that sub, JRZZ.
Well, anything interesting in this so far?
Obviously,
if it's the Worlds patch, I guess there's not ridiculous amounts changing, or is there?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of there's two very small things that are very targeted towards the SWC.
Okay.
And the rest of them are things that will slightly affect it, but are largely kind of a more feels good change for certain gods that are being adjusted, and they all follow a very similar vein.
Okay. Well, we'll get to the balance in a moment. First things first, for you kids that love the skins at home, I'm going to go through some of the card art we've got for you, and we'll go into the skins later on today after the balance section. We'll start things off with the skin you've all been waiting for. The card art for it, Frostfire Ool, will be released in this patch.
Yes. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, look at him there.
Yeah, it's really
All
good.
right.
Yeah.
I love the card art. I mean, I think we saw... Is that the same card art we saw? Or is it a little bit different? It looks a little bit
I think
different.
it's a little bit tweaked.
Yeah. We saw the video last time as well.
A year hype also.
So we'll get to
T5
game and have
hype.
a look at that tier 5 skin for you guys. That's for completing the Odyssey, if you didn't recognize that. After the old skin, we're also going to have Arctic
I like the frost
Sea
one better.
RTO. It is Christmas.
Oh, dang,
you can't have
Arctic
Christmas
Sea
without a
RTO.
polar bear looking person.
Yeah, it snowed here, so we were inspired. We made a polar bear.
Really? Is that how quick the turnaround is for
No,
skins?
not
I
even
mean, I was
close.
about to say, you're creating more drama there for sure.
Yeah, not even close.
So there's the RTO skin. There's also the Krampus Kernanos. You saw it in the Odyssey. There's already a potential thing that was coming out for Krampus. And we'll take a look
hello
at that
there.
skin in a
Thank you for the
second.
100 biddies, brother.
There he is.
Yeah.
Look at the little goat.
Yeah,
shit.
so can you imagine what the little goats
Okay.
are for in his kit?
Yeah, you turn into
for
a
him to
goat,
run down
goddammit.
and kill with glaives.
Yes.
That's about right. Makes a lot of sense for that. Looks really good. What's on his back? Is that a child? There's a
That's little
child?
He's
Well,
a
maybe.
kidnapper.
In the
I guess
back-
there is one. Huh.
He's
Neat.
stealing children?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's clearly not a good dude. He's pretty evil.
I don't know. He looks kind of cool. I don't think he's that
This is
bad.
a good fucking skin.
On top of that, he's got some crazy eyes. Talking about someone else who's got crazy eyes, Medusa is getting a new skin. You like that
Another
segue?
skin
Yeah,
for
good
Medusa.
segue.
I'm on fire today. Crystal Gaze Medusa will be available.
Green.
Ooh, that looks nice. It
like the
reminds me
colors,
of
green and brown.
like the Predator skin for Kali a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's very much kind of like gem crystalline, and it has like that cool facial mask.
We should really make some god skins out of gems, like just made of gems.
Just pure gems.
It just reminded me of that because there's the same color green as the gems. That's why.
Give like a Fafnir one where you're just covered in like Smite gems.
That'd be cool.
That'd be good.
It could be interesting. We'll see.
I like
that's
the
Medusa.
Corvinus
There's a
skin.
lot more skins still to come. There's also Fallen Angel Nike going to be available. Ooh,
Ooh, what
she's
the-
not all nice
dude.
and pretty anymore.
The
Yeah, no,
black
she's evil in
colors
this
they've been
one.
using,
I
like
love
Thanatos.
the evil idea. I like to see the reverse. So if someone's known as
Curve
good, seeing them as
Deceive. Thank
bad
you for
is
the
always
sub,
fun,
brother.
and seeing a bad person as good is fun. That's why I like the chibi Hades.
I actually really like the speaking of Fafnir again, the paladin kind of Fafnir.
What is it with Fafnir? You've been playing a lot of
That
Fafnir?
like
No, I
flat
actually
black.
Is he getting buffed this
This
one?
looks like more
No,
of a
he's
purple.
not.
Oh, okay.
I
just
just
making sure.
Fafnir's just a cool character. I like talking about him.
Okay. Well, that's Nike. Next up after that, it's Tremetech Kabrakan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks dope.
Yeah.
That
and
card art's really good, actually.
the card's really cool, and the,
Oh,
the
wait,
shields
wait,
that he
wait,
has
wait,
are
wait.
like super detailed.
They actually
like, a lot
have
of
3
things on them that
Transformers in
move
the game
around.
now.
It's like
Like,
a
right?
laser
No,
beam
4.
fighter, even just
Thor,
like whatever,
Thanatos,
Kabrak.
Chalk,
yeah,
and now
lasers don't
Kabrakan.
matter.
That's cool. I mean, he's got shields and he's not even
Let's
using them.
go.
He's that strong.
Mhm.
That's Kabrakan. We'll have a look at him later on. Next up, Rocket Punch Mercury. Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
my
And this
gosh.
one, the
I just-
fists
I
are like
just-
huge.
I just-
Are they really big?
Yeah, like
Yep.
they're as big as his
Yep.
torso. They're
Oh, really?
gigantic. Yeah, he's gonna punch you with these things. The things that like when he ults you and crits you.
That's
for,
the
like,
only skin I
1800,
care about.
Yeah, it makes
It actually
Don't care
feels like it.
anymore.
I mean, that's one thing with
Let's
Mercury. It's like his fists
go.
are a normal size. It's like, why does this hurt so much? Well, now it makes sense. Because he's
Oh
got
my
massive
gosh.
arms.
Thank
We'll have a look
baby
at that in-game.
Jesus.
There's also 2 more skins to talk about.
Fuck
Iris Expo Loki will
Fuck
also
Loki.
be available in this patch too. He's sneaky,
Bro, that looks a little bit like.
but he's kitted out in the right fashion for a world
Let's see how that works
championship.
there. Fuck.
Yep.
Can't think of his name.
Pretty much that. And then
Oh.
Empress. I was just in more. You know,
Got my
input
blood
there,
flowing, dude.
No, that's what Loki is.
It's a hybrid.
He's in like the nice. He's like in the nice hoodie as the HRX shirt.
I'm
He's decked
excited
out,
for
he's
that
ready to go.
Mercury skin,
And
dude.
finally, last
Holy
but not
shit.
least, Empress Noir is going to have this skin.
That looks like
available as well.
a.
Yeah, this is a
what's
really
it
cool
called?
take on it. It has like a lot of nice
skin.
detail.
Yeah, like a
on it.
diamond skin.
Should be fun to see that one in game too. I was just making sure. Yeah, it doesn't come with a voice pack. The skin that doesn't come with a voice pack this week is the Loki one because
Yeah.
it's a Hires Expo one.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, I
Loki
popped
doesn't
more
get a
than a
voice pack,
Woody,
but this
dude.
skin will.
A lot
And that
more than a
is
Woody.
all the gods that are
Yep.
getting skins. But it's time to move on to everyone's favorite section. Oh, maybe not.
Some people.
Oh, I want to see the Mercury
Is it
skin
yours?
now.
yeah,
fuck.
I enjoy it.
You do?
Yeah, I enjoy talking about balance.
You hate all the hate? You like all the hate, Reverend?
I mean,
You
it's
hate
not.
all the
It's
hate?
not all hate. There's
Is
some
it
people.
not?
There are some people who are generally like, "Oh man, I'm really excited about this," and then other people who are like, "I'm gonna send you death threats." And those people you just kind of block.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay. I don't.
you just
I
keep
don't
it.
block him. I just let him just keep
Just
doing
let
it.
him
I'm like,
go.
okay, it's whatever. Onto balance then. There's only one item getting balanced this
One item.
week,
What is
and
it?
It's going to be Stone of Gaia. It's going to get a bit of a nerf. Cost is going up
That's
by
it.
100 gold.
All
It
right.
was
So they're really
2,000.
not.
It's
They
now
don't
gonna
want to
be
touch anything. A
2,100.
100
Yep.
gold
So
increase
this
for
item
one of
was
the
something
best.
that it was kind of
defensive
a
items
sleeper
in
for
the
a while.
game
It
right
had
now.
this really powerful effect that stopped characters like Ares and Fenrir from succeeding.
Sure.
We removed it, and people considered that was going to be a nerf to the item. And then
Well,
over the course of
feels
time,
a
people realized,
lot.
oh man, this health
It's
regen
still
and base
fine.
health is just really, really good. It helps you survive burst. It helps you sustain throughout the entire game once you purchase it. And so we're just increasing its cost to reflect that potency that people have kind of discovered.
Okay, so nothing else changing on items. We'll move on to gods then. How many gods are listed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're in order too.
Yeah.
Kappa.
We did it.
They're not in order.
Are they not? Damn.
Let's go for him though. Agni.
Oh,
Oh, mana cost.
Agni
Mana cost
is
buff.
the first
monkey.
one that's going to get a bit of love
The
this
monkey!
patch. It's going to be a mana
not
cost
bad.
reduction on Noxious Fumes. It was 60 to 100. It's now going to be 60 to 80. So it's still a 1 wonder point. I mean, you're only going to put 1 point in this until late game, right?
So this is an ability that's kind of interesting where a lot of people would put 1 point into this and then never level it up again because the mana cost was just
No
clearly
duh.
not worth it.
It had
Sure.
nothing to do with
But
the
it
mana
does
cost.
do a fair amount of damage. It does 500 at rank 5, which is a fair amount.
Yeah, but no one's standing there.
I mean, Gold Fury might, Fire Giant might.
Fair. Okay.
So
Well,
now
that
it's
is
a little
not
bit more
why no
reasonable.
one
It's
levels
a bit
it
less
up. It's
punishing if
because
you're a person
all
who
the other
wants to
abilities
rank
are
it up
better.
to actually like throw that out as a zoning tool.
This
'cause you
doesn't
can't
change
actually
anything.
detonate it right now. You want to put it on objective because you just want to get more damage on it. You can do that. It's not nearly as punishing. Very much to reduce the case where it's like a mistake to rank it up.
Okay, so that's Agni. Next up is Bacchus. Bacchus getting some love this patch as well. Ooh,
Yeah.
Chug.
This is probably the biggest mana change.
Oh,
on
this
here.
is
Yeah, just a bit. Chug
really
mana
nice,
cost is
actually,
coming down.
wow.
It was 40 to 140. It's now going to be
Damn.
30 to 60. Wow.
holy.
I mean, to be fair, it did have
fuck.
that issue of like 2 or 3
That's
point
a
wonder
really
and then leave
good
it.
change.
Yeah,
but
this
you're
was
just
a
gonna be
kind
able
of
to
weird
spam
math problem
that
people
shit.
had to work out in their heads.
It is gonna be
of,
chugging,
do
chugging,
I-
chugging, chugging,
It should
chugging,
basically
chugging.
always be the correct answer to rank up a skill.
Sure.
Leaving something at rank 2 or 3 is generally like a weird thing to have
That's
occur.
a lot
And
of
Bacchus was
mana.
very much you ranked it up to like 2 or 3, got the protections, got the ability to chug a bit more to get your drunken state on a bit quicker. But after that, it was not worth it because you'd lose way too much mana. You'd go way too fast, like before a fight started or during a fight.
Sure.
And so now, with the reduced cost, people can feel free to actually rank up chug and get the benefits of it.
I mean, it is a big buff to Bacchus, but at the same time, I'm thinking like there's a lot of ultimates in the game that are only 100 mana, and
Yeah.
poor old Chug is 140 at max.
Yeah, it
level,
was
which is
140.
actually
It
insane.
was really, really high before.
So that's Bacchus. Next up, not in alphabetical order, Odin. With the next one on the list, Ring of Spears is going to get a nerf. It's going to go down in duration. It used to be 6 seconds. It's going to be 5.
Why?
So this and Stoneguy are basically the only changes in this patch that were targeted towards worlds.
Okay.
And Odin is a character who, especially right now, is overperforming a bit in casuals, as well as
you think it's
we've
gonna
seen
bring
him as a
Hell
top
back or
consistent
something?
pick at competitive level. And we just wanted to tone down his influence there.
I
just
know
a bit,
Odin's
just
good,
how
don't get me wrong,
successful
but
he has
like
been in casual and how good he is doing well at pros.
Really?
1 second off the ring doesn't sound like too much, but it does mean that when he ever he drops in a fight, and he often drops in very
It is a
quickly
lot
his
because
cooldown
I
is
know
very
there's
low on that
situations
ability.
where I'm like
An extra
walking
second
in it,
to,
waiting
like,
for
be
it
able
to drop,
escape
especially
and
on
maybe leap
Mercury.
out or escape and run away and avoid damage. Not being anti-healed anymore, not being attack speed slowed anymore matters pretty heavily. And so this is just a kind of a nice touch to him to make sure that he's in a more reasonable spot for Worlds.
Okay, well, Odin's down. Next up is Sobek. Reminder, this is not alphabetical order, so you may see some gods before Sobek come back up on the list. Tail Whip.
That's a
We're
lot
going
of
to decrease the
mana
mana
too.
cost there as
Damn.
well. It was 70 to 110. It's now going to be 60 to 80. A lot of mana cost, Jack.
That's
so you may
good
see
for
a theme with
Sobek.
this patch, and actually
No.
every change past this is all mana costs.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
what's the reason for the Tail Whip mana cost? Is it just like it was on the high end?
It
or-
goes,
It was on
ooh.
the high end. It was at 110 if I remember correctly.
It is, it's up, yeah.
And that makes it so that when he wants to try and disrupt a fight, or if he wants to use it for wave clear if he's a soul laner, it was eating a lot of his mana. And he is a character that has the strength of being able to regenerate his mana while he ultimates.
Yeah.
But by making all the mana costs really high, you just kind of negate the strength. It's like they just cancel each other out rather than him having that actual strength of being able to bring himself back up into a fight.
Okay.
And so we're bringing that down so he doesn't have to spend as much mana while he's in lane or while he's fighting other opponents. And then his mana regen from his ultimate can shine through a bit more because he's not spending as much.
Well, talking about more mana cost adjustments, Hun Bats is the next on the list, and he's going to get a
he's
mana cost
the
adjustment.
out of order.
Sacred Monkey. Well, also the last one's out of order as
Yeah,
well.
don't worry about it.
Sacred Monkey, decreased mana cost. It was 75 to 95. It's now going to be 60 to 80. So throw those monkeys a little bit more often.
Yeah, this one was really rank 1. Rank 1 at 75 mana for a skill that you generally didn't level up that much. Like, you could level up for damage if you wanted to, but the AoE of the 1 and the 2, especially because of the slow, you could rank those up first. So if you left that at early ranks, it was a pretty heavy mana cost to use it for maybe clear or to get onto someone. And so now it's lower, so that if you keep it at rank 1, it's better. If you do rank it up
actually a
early,
good
it is still a bit less
change.
cost restrictive for you to use.
Okay. And
Pretty good
finally,
change.
last but not least,
You can use it to
Isis
clear more.
is going to get some love this patch too.
Isis?
It's to Spirit
It's
Ball.
mana
and
cost,
Dispel
though. It
Magic
doesn't
on this.
matter.
So Spirit Ball, first of all, mana cost going down 70 to 110 is now 70 to 90, so 20 mana reduction late
Not
game.
that big a deal at
early
all.
game, similar, I'd
Yeah.
guess, just smaller steps.
Very close. So the big thing here
You level
for
that up
Isis
so late
is
that it's not
she
that
has
big a
3
deal.
abilities that actually cost pretty high mana. Wing Gust also costs, I think, 100 if I looked
Yeah,
correctly.
so why not nerf that?
But we'd only targeted
buff that,
Spirit Ball
whatever.
and Spell Magic. And the reason for that is Wing Gust is a pseudo mobility move. with
Boring
movement
balance?
speed
Of course
and
it's
no
boring
penalty
balance.
for
This
moving
is
around.
completely.
It's
They don't
wave
want to
clear,
fuck with
it's also very
anything
good
going into
poke.
Worlds.
And so rather than reducing that, which is the one that she's going to rank up the quickest and
use all
use
the
as
time.
often as possible, we focus more on her utility things. And if you look at all the other kits that we reduced, it's also focused towards those utility things. Like Sacred Monkey is partially mobility, not really so much for
Fumes.
damage. You can jump to someone. Fumes, Chug, Tail Whip. And so by reducing those, we still keep Isis if she wants to use all
this
her
the last
main,
patch
her main
of the
damage source of
season?
Wind Gust. It's still going to be a bit cost restrictive. Similar for Vamana, he has 2 abilities. I think 2 abilities. That
Is
are
there
around
one
100 mana
more?
cost
I think
that
this
would
is the
probably
last
be on
patch
this
before
list,
Worlds.
but they were his.
This is the
Umbrella
last
Ring
patch
and
before
his
Worlds, yes.
Cone Attack,
So it's
which are his
clears.
good pokes, clears, harass tools.
And if
And
you-
so we kept them hide, make sure that if he's dumping all those on the wave, he has to be more careful with them because he should be a bit more restrictive with what abilities he's using.
Okay. And also for Isis, not just Spirit Ball, but Dispel Magic
Oh, yeah,
is
I
everyone
skipped
on here. Decrease mana cost from 80 to 100 is
There
going to be
you
60 to 80.
go.
So similar vein.
Yeah, exactly.
nice.
It's the kind of crowd
Can
control
spam
effect
your
that has no
3
damage on it.
without
It's just shredding,
completely
and
getting fucked.
protections and silencing.
Okay, well, that's pretty much it for balance then, overall. So
Yeah.
it's a small balance thing. Obviously, Season 5 is right around the corner. There is one more
Yeah.
patch, I believe, before Season 5.
Yeah, we will have a
Yeah,
425,
but not
and then
before
we'll have a 5-1.
Worlds.
Okay, when's 425 around? Do we know? We got a rough date?
It'll probably be somewhere closer to HRX. I
Okay.
don't have
Yeah.
the exact date in my head, but it'll be closer to HRX.
So this
That'll
is
be when
definitely
they
the last one
announce
before
the patch.
Christmas,
It won't be
before the
live,
World
or it shouldn't be
Championships.
live
Pretty
for Worlds.
Yep.
Of
It
what's
shouldn't
going
be
on
the
here, Pod,
the Worlds will
it's
be played
time
on
for you
this
to go and
patch.
get those skins ready. You better have all ready to go.
I hope he is.
Oh,
Should we good?
ready
With
to
voice
go.
pack and everything, right?
Yes, I have. I went through, bought voice packs. We have some dances.
All right,
I should
baby.
be able to show off the dances.
Tier
today.
5 skin,
do
this
dances?
Mercury
Yeah,
skin.
we have some dances.
I don't know which is going to be better.
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay, Nike's got a dance. Who else has got dances?
2 others, Ardio and Kernanos.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I got it right.
Well, hopefully we get into games to see those in a moment. While Pompon goes and gets ready, though, we do have the wonderful MLC Stealth, the community representative, standing by.
What do you got to say, Stealth?
Talk about this weekend. Stealth, how you doing?
Hi, I'm
What are you
doing good.
saying,
How are you
Phil?
doing, Hindu?
I'm not too bad.
What are you doing?
Not too
How are you?
bad. I see you've been busy on the Reddits as always.
I have, yeah. There's a conversation going on about Uller right now. You know, he's
Yes,
receiving
there
his
is.
Frostfire
There is.
Uller skin right now.
Ah, okay. So you've been involved in that. Was it fun?
It was, yeah. His skin is really cool. Like, it's also really hot.
All right. What? No, it's supposed to be cold at the same time.
Okay, Stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
is.
frostburn.
Too much.
Maybe
Cool
it's
and
that.
hot. Frostfire.
Frostfire. Sorry,
Yeah.
frostburn. I was just thinking of that. So what have you got for me this weekend? What's going on? Is there something exciting happening?
There's a few exciting things
It
happening.
better
this
be
weekend.
exciting.
It's very exciting. Our first thing is you can earn double favor just by playing Smite. That's all you have to do. This weekend we have a double favor event going on. Just play Smite, pick your favorite characters, pick your least favorite characters. It doesn't matter. Play Smite, get double favor.
So even if I'm losing with that double favor, I'm still getting double favor, right?
Especially if you're losing.
That's great news for me specifically. That's
And
just the main thing.
We have another event going on too, and it's 50% off of all voice packs this weekend.
Every single one?
Every single voice pack. You know, you can get a voice pack for Arachne. You can get a voice
Ooh.
pack for Bastet. You can get. I could go on. The list goes on for days.
How many have you got? Let's just go through the alphabet.
You could go for Hell.
Let's start with A. What gods do we know in
I was
A?
actually looking at this because I wanted to do the joke earlier, but I already forgot the whole thing.
Okay, let's go
Agony is
backwards.
the first character.
Let's go backwards.
Zeus. No, Jean Kui.
I gotcha.
Jean Kui and then Zeus.
Okay,
Why
then who?
is Hindu doing this to him?
Z. Wow, it's
Shyamalan?
X, Y.
Wait.
Y is next. Thor? Is somebody shouting
Ymir?
Thor?
Jing-Tan might be on that list down there, right?
Ymir.
Yes.
Ymir.
Someone in the headset.
I don't
is
know my
just
background.
gonna be-
$20 for the
I'm
best
so sorry.
jungler.
I know
You
she's
have
also
taught
got,
me
like,
so
your
much
World
with
Championship
jungling.
cognitive.
I
I
have
do,
watched
thank you
every
for that.
Any
YouTube vid in
particular
the
reason
past
for
2
that?
months.
Well, you know, today's a
I'm
special
going to
day.
start
And
watching
that day
your
is,
stream as much
be
as
sure to
possible
tune in
to
after
learn
Patch
more.
Notes because
Thank you for
we
all
have
the
a
help.
special documentary
Thank you
created
for
by
the
Spiff
support, man.
Sinister
Very
and
much
Lewis Elman.
appreciated, dude.
And that documentary is
Sub
about Jeff
and
Inlet
$20
Barracuda.
dono.
But you're in it, right?
I do appear in it a little bit, yeah.
When you were famous and stuff.
When I was, I'm not anymore.
No,
Yeah,
you're
I've-
infamous now. There's a difference.
I have
You're upgraded.
decided to give up my fame so I can have a lowly job at Hi-Res.
Don't call it lowly. You get yourself fired doing that.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't call it lowly.
I love it here. It's great here. They give me food sometimes and they let me drink water.
Water's the best. And
Water is so good.
Tina's just
Bro,
reminding
you turn
you
red
cookies
so
as well.
fast.
Don't forget.
They give me cookies.
Holy
They do.
shit.
Thank you so much
I
for
love
joining us, Stealth. Have a
bro.
wonderful rest of your day, and we
Oh
can enjoy
my
Christmas. And we'll see you before then,
fucking God.
because we stay away from each other all the time.
He knew he was like,
We
oh
have to.
shit.
Can't be the same. That's it from Stealth, and it's back to the desk,
Oh,
and
Stealth.
the wonderful crew
I
is here.
fucking love
I find
Stealth,
his
dude.
flat delivery style mystifying.
Is it great?
It's like he plays it to comedic effect.
They
And
let,
yet I'm also so confused.
they let me drink water as a big plus.
And they give me food as well.
Fluid is very, very important. Hydration, very, very key, especially during these winter months when you don't think about it.
Stealth is
Tina, how are you doing? I'm not seeing
They're
your
all
ages.
Fire.
I'm well.
Where have you been?
Take away his
I've been really
desk.
good.
Where have you been?
See, look how happy her face is right now.
I'm not fired, guys. I'm here.
She's still
busy, just busy.
bad news. She's
It
not
was
fired.
close,
She's still
but-
here.
Bad news.
We tried.
Oh, it was.
Harsh.
So, have you gone through your training for on-camera presence now? So, languages are a low time. Is that what? No.
No, I'm still the same.
Good. That's what most people will want to hear. Me
AJ 's
specifically,
got
maybe not. But
Fluffy microphone crust.
Oh yeah, he does.
Ew.
Oh, this is so weird.
Tina is currently touching AJ's crust on her. AJ, how you doing?
There?
I'm having a great day.
You are now.
I got a little bit of microphone crust, but other than that,
I didn't even. It's in my peripheral vision. And I didn't even notice it, but I'm glad we fixed that.
Well, it's time to get onto the skins now. We've stalled long enough for Pompon to get himself ready.
Big
Hopefully, he's
day.
got himself sorted.
we
Big
have a
day for
lot.
skins.
Chuck
There's
just
a,
walk
there's
in
a
the door?
lot of stuff
I mean, the
happening
tier
right now.
5 skin.
There is.
There's a lot of things.
There's-
You know when like
And
a
Odyssey.
businessman like walks in and he
Yeah.
shakes
did
the
some
rain
really good-
off
I really
of
wanna see
him
what you've
and
done
he
with the
wipes his
skin
feet
now as
off
well,
and then he
because I saw a
goes through
child
the
in the
fucking
backpack.
office building.
I have a
and he
great
goes
story,
with his
actually.
coat down and his scarf
I'm
down.
pretty sure that
That's
was
what
a
this
child.
motherfucker
We'll
looks like.
see. We'll see.
What else could be?
We'll
Is it
see.
Vamana? Is that what you're telling me? Like Vamana's in the backpack? Oh, I don't know. We'll find out.
That doesn't fit the lore. Sorry.
Arctic Sir Artio is the one I'm going to start with. Yes, I'm a scumbag. I'm going to make you all wait for all at the end. Because
Shut
it
the
was
fuck
my
up,
choice.
Week.
And if you don't like
Okay.
it, make a Reddit thread. I don't care.
Shut the
It's
fuck
not
up.
a
Shut
problem.
the fuck up,
Tweet at
Scotty
me with
Mac
death threats.
Permaban, you
I'm used to
little
it. We're
bitch.
starting with Artio.
This is
Okay?
my stream, motherfucker.
Polar Bear.
Yeah.
Smell my
I love polar
balls,
bears.
you
I mean,
shitlord.
this was like a no-brainer winter skin polar bear RTO. It had to happen.
Even as soon as we
Average
started
skin.
talking about RTO, like
very
polar bear, came up early, and of course it fits
Avatar
with her theming as far as the Celtic gods of the Pantheon,
Kicking the snow off of
Odyssey,
I know, I like that little kick.
and it's wintertime, so it was just aligned on all fronts.
And I loved the carved bear shoulder armor.
Yeah, I was just
Super
gonna say
cool. And the hood. This is a very neat skin.
Yeah.
It is an outfit I wouldn't mind wearing. We got game sound production. Come on. What is this?
And the
It's
bear,
2017.
He's got a
He's got some cool.
I like
Got a little
colors.
bit of
headgear.
armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Very wintry.
Her
His hair?
braids.
Oh, they added
Is
a
it a male
snow
bear?
hood.
No.
No, it's a
No.
her.
I
That
just
would be
needed
cool.
to
Oh,
correct
never mind.
that.
It's
That'd
not
be cool if
snow
it was
hood.
a
I'm
male
fucking
bear
blind. It's the
and a
old
female
fucking frost
stick. I don't know,
fire
I just-
It's the
hood.
same person.
Okay, I was just hoping.
She's
I
a
don't know
bear.
why you need that.
We're just coming back to this real quick while we just get the audio sorted for you guys.
Polar bear
we were
monkey.
making last minute changes still back there.
I know,
Just
why-
fix
why-
some stuff up.
So why is
You
it
can
always
blame me.
last minute changes, huh?
Because we're like,
going on
I know
there,
this
Jay?
is patch notes day for everybody, but this
Yeah.
is a work day for us, and we're working on all this stuff that's on the show. We're working on it right now.
Because I
Like,
mean, it's not even officially released till Tuesday.
there
right?
there
Well,
are
around Tuesday.
artists and programmers scrambling around,
Trying to
fixing
fix stuff.
things and updating things and getting the final touches on these right now.
That's
so
one of the
we
reasons-
wanted to get some final updates in, so we did the latest possible build we have right here, like
And
the
it's-
latest possible.
Yeah, yeah. And this tier 5 stuff seems just like a thing, but
Yeah.
it's got all kinds of complicated, unique programming
Listen,
nuance.
Yeah.
Pom Pom was
layers.
saying it took a week to make this skin, so I'm guessing not the old skin's about the same, right? That's what Pom Pom was saying.
Wildly inaccurate on
Yeah.
both fronts.
I'm just saying, Pom Pom said it, not me. Okay.
he did not say
He didn't say that.
Ooh,
don't
that's sick.
throw
Dude,
him
that looks
under
so
the
much better than the regular
Don't
skin.
throw him under your made-up
Holy
bus
fuck,
that
that's
you
way
just
better.
made out of whole cloth.
So
these
that's
effects are looking great.
all right. These
I love that
effects are
shot.
way
Yeah.
better.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the skin.
These are
Holy
super cool.
shit.
Snowstorm for the cripple.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
I really
Yep,
like
yep.
the lifesteal cone.
Yeah, the ability one. Can we see that again, Fawn?
The one is really
That
good.
cool swirly stuff.
And it's
So
almost
neat.
a little bit sharp,
Yeah.
like ice and electricity almost.
There
she-
we can see the Odyssey jump stamp. The
Oh.
Frostfire jump stamp.
Oh,
Uller
fuck.
rune.
It has some
Oh,
hidden
that's good.
functionality we'll discuss at a later time.
Wait, what?
Ooh,
The jump stamp has functionality?
that's pretty cool.
You'll see. It's cool.
Okay. I'm really interested now, man. Okay.
I like the shattering ice.
Yeah. This whole skin, the FX ended up coming out really cool. And, Ardio has a lot of stuff going on, so...
Sure.
You can see that's their passive debuff. That's
Yeah, like look at the
persisting.
sweep behind the bear's paw. It's so dope.
It is a really nice
Oh
looking
yeah.
skin, though.
Ooh, that's really cool.
Do her in
It's
hands
nice.
throw snowballs?
No, because she isn't ranged.
She's
Oh,
she's
that's
melee.
right.
She's
That
not
was
very good at
Scylla.
throwing.
Oh, that was Scylla. That's right.
All right,
So it does come with a voice pack as well. So Pom Pom, if you please.
Woohoo! You're brilliant! That was great!
This is a good
I
skin.
did well. If you keep running, you might slip and fall. There is no escaping a blizzard. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice.
Oh my god.
If you keep being mean, I'm going to have to smack you with my bare hands.
That was good too.
like that one. That's a good one.
Did you do that bare hands one? That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. I like that one. See, I can't be.
It was great.
It was great.
It was great.
I loved it.
Loved it.
Okay, on to the next game we go. Then that is the RTO one. We've got Krampus Kurdanos up next.
Yes. Look at the
Okay, but
pygmies.
look what's in this picture.
Child.
There's a lot
That's
of
all I
things
see is the
going on.
child.
There's a child in the basket.
That's what I
But look
saw.
at that guy. He got
Yeah, yeah.
away.
Oh yeah, he did get away.
But don't worry.
That's a
Krampus
woman,
will
that's a-
hunt him down later.
He will.
Oh my god.
He will.
Look at his tongue, dude.
And the
Yeah,
little
what's he doing with
goats.
that tongue?
Yeah.
See
So
that?
this
Huh?
this for me was a no-brainer. There was a bunch of other Kurnanos ideas that came around, and I was like, nope. Christmas, Krampus, Kurnanos, it's happening. I don't want to hear about other things right now.
The tongue thing.
Oh, it's shaking?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
you can't tell what's in
Mexican
there.
jumping
Please
beans.
tell me.
It's Mexican jumping beans.
Oh, no. I was hoping he was going to throw the child for one of his abilities.
Yeah.
No.
Oh
There's
my
child
God.
throwing.
That would be
How weird would that be?
That'd be
No.
amazing.
He pulls out a different child
Yeah,
out
I
of
am
the
Batman.
bag
Yeah,
to,
every
to
time.
glaive, as a glaive.
And the colors of the child change
Yeah.
when he's in different modes.
Yes.
The clothes.
Perfect.
No, you're a terrible person.
Wow.
I'm sorry,
Oh
that's just
my
like this is
goodness.
why this is why I'm not allowed in
I
those
agree,
design
that was
units.
great.
It's not the idea. So here's a little look at the skin, the glaives, the different beautiful.
And of
colours.
course his suit changes, so you can see the trim on his bag and sash and everything changes with his seasons.
Oh,
the
the
guns change,
the
that's cool.
little. What is that thing?
Okay,
What would you
please
call
throw a
it?
child with the two.
It's the box.
Doesn't throw children.
Why did we throw a child?
Why are,
Seems
listen to
cruel.
yourself.
Listen.
Listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Why didn't we throw a child?
It's called a Krampus. It's Krampus. Krampus is mean and mean-spirited at Christmas. Throwing children at Christmas is a mean thing to do. Hence, you should throw children.
I think
Okay?
it's genius.
That's all I'm saying.
The Mayans were sacrificing people and rolling their bodies down temples. Chalk doesn't do that.
Why not? Let's make it.
T
Rated
for
T
teen.
Can we just have an adult version thrown in? Like, that's all I
Rated
want.
T for Tina.
T for Tina. I'm down. I like that one.
These skins are really
The
good.
ultimate-
Anyway, check it out.
The goats.
Goats.
The goat.
Little goats.
Aren't they adorable?
Yeah, that's good.
That's a nice voice line, Fiends.
Thanks.
Especially with the
amazing,
book.
Tina.
Now that we heard
I
a
wish it
tiny
was
little
louder,
line,
because you're never gonna hear that over all the abilities.
Oh God.
Aren't they adorable?
definitely mean
So yeah, so I was
spirited.
excited about this. My thing, one of my big Smite pushes as art director is to make Christmas and winter skins that I don't hate.
Okay.
See, this is very difficult.
What was the last
We're
one
not-
you had to make that you didn't like? Do you remember?
Oh, we definitely have some
I mean,
work in progress here.
If you
the
ever
weapon.
saw
Look at the
original
weapon.
Jingle Hell,
Oh.
did you ever see that?
That's an old one.
That was really old.
Really.
Yeah.
It was.
Was it good?
No.
You didn't like it.
But you see how much more theme is in this as opposed to just putting red and green like on it. We really stepped up on holiday skins
And it was
last year and
just
this
the
year.
perfect,
I'm
zone
looking
for
forward to
Kurnos. It was
seeing that
just
Mercury
so
ULLR
obvious,
skin.
Like he is
That's
so
a Meister. Thank you for the
Krampusy.
resub.
Simple yet effective. Just lack of children. That was my only issue. Okay, let's listen to the voice pack. Nice and quiet, please.
Woohoo! Woohoo! You are remarkable. Fascinating. Happy Krampusnacht. Happy Krampusnacht. Do you believe in me now?
Oh, nice.
I feed off your fear. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I cramping your style?
Nice.
I have to do it, guys.
That's a good one. I
Elf
like that
on the shelf? Well, I am around every corner, watching you.
I like the voice.
It's great.
Deep and scary.
That's a really good voice
voice
pack.
is
This is the best Christmas.
It's one of the better ones I live. One of the better skins I've heard in a while.
The next skin.
There's not that many evil Christmas characters, so it's gonna get tougher from here on out. But
Well, it's time
did
to
it.
bring it back away from the Christmas
And he
theme.
dances.
And we'll move on to the Crystal Gaze Medusa next up. I love the green in this.
She's got
Yes.
crystal and cleavage.
Yes, crystalline.
That's a feature.
What more could you want?
The only two things I want in a woman.
Smooth.
Crystal and
Green?
Crystal, because she's rich, and cleavage, because she's a woman.
All right.
I guess that's the way I'm going to go
Well,
with
I'm
that.
glad we're past that.
Yep, that works out.
AJ's like, I'm glad we've stopped talking about that now, and we're never going to talk about it ever again.
Instead of talking about this
move
awesome
along.
Earth Spirit.
Oh, the
style.
ground. Sorry.
Yeah.
The actual ground being cracked underneath is really cool.
Watch when you move. Move, Pond.
He can't move while he's camera panning.
Yeah.
We have to
Time to
enjoy
show
the model
That's
360
true.
first.
True.
The tail
How
turned
far
out
the-
well.
How far the patch notes have come from the old days of like, this is what the skin looks like. We don't get to do 360 roam arounds of it. We just used to go, this is it.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
skin. Peace out. And not
Yeah.
see
Good
some of the arts
shit.
into it. That's the grand is great.
So this was,
Nice
if
job,
you
Hi-Rez.
remember, if you're a member, active member of the community, we were working on the Tier 5 designs, right? And this was the Medusa Elemental Changer was one of the suggestions. So we did Fire and Ice Uller. So we decided to use the Earth Medusa.
Because obviously you can't have it evolve as well, because it would be a tier 5 skin. Then
Sure.
Right, but it was
Well,
a
we
really
was-
cool, unique
Yeah.
pattern, and
Yeah.
it was different from her other skins.
We really liked this concept, and so we wanted to go ahead and make it, and we did make it.
good job on the explanation there. The statues as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're
That's really
green
cool.
and
Yeah,
crackly.
I think there's something. I think there's.
There's another one.
There's one in the
Okay.
back. Yeah.
Do it again. Oh, there we go.
Can we get funky now?
The old that announcer back.
Oh man.
So the ones
Sweet.
that die, they turn into the darker stone with the green cracks.
Can you do the acid spit one
These
more time for me
skins
as well?
are really, really good
It's like
skins.
a
For all being in one
elemental
patch.
Earth energy
Surprised.
twist with rocks. It's cool. Do it again. Just don't hit anybody.
Don't hit. It's hard for Pond not to hit people.
Yeah, Pawns.
He's a high-level player.
Oh, I
Oh,
like
it's like
the
earth shards.
Helix,
Yeah.
helix shape. That's cool.
Now, it does come with a voice pack as well.
Sure
so
does.
let's have a listen
Oh
into
wait,
that.
hold on.
Oh, wait, what?
Can we
what,
see
what,
the
what?
face underneath the mask?
That's not possible.
You can do it.
We'll die.
Pawn is good enough.
We'll be turned to stone.
These
No.
skins are sick, yo. Also, my
He's
birthday
got a
was
slow-mo,
yesterday. 21
and then,
hype.
And then
Wait,
alt,
birthday,
and
Yanni,
then
Lenny?
pan,
Not
camera
Yanni.
pan.
Lenny?
Really quickly.
Oh.
She's taking her mask off. Just wait for it.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh,
it's creepy.
shit.
What?
Oh,
yeah, so she's got
damn.
this crystalline skull
That's cool.
underneath.
Skull almost
Yeah.
looked
All
like
right, that was a
lizard-y
good
to
job,
me.
Pon.
Yeah.
We need to make that ultimate fire slower. I know it's going to make it like weaker, but maybe we just increase the damage. But we need to make it fire slower so everyone can actually see that face more often. To the speed. Just
Yeah, you never want to look into the face.
balance
of
ideas. That's why I'm not on
Medusa.
the balance team. Hey, let's just do this. Let's have a listen to the voice pack then. Pom Pom's telling us to be quiet already.
Wahoo! Wahoo! You have won my favor. Excellent. Still stronger than ever. I have the crushing force of 1,000 boulders. I will make crystallized shards rain onto you. You should really get into crystal healing. Your stress levels are very high. I love Earth jokes. I think they're the schist. You know, the rotation of the Earth really makes my
Just
day.
like you know, rock.
That's a type of rock.
Like a type of like a.
Is that a geological term?
I mean, sure. I
She's
promise.
very, as a stone character, you would think she's quite
I'm sure you
calm,
do your
which I
Googling,
like.
Tina.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Because a lot of other
I'm
Medusa
a
skins are like,
Googler.
Medusa's always kind of like overly angry, but this one's kind of crystalline. She's kind of
Well,
calm.
I
'cause
kind of
she
made
knows
her
she's like,
lawful neutral because she's
Yeah.
Earth element.
Right. She doesn't say, I'll make everyone feel my pain.
Yeah.
I think she does
yeah,
say
yeah,
that. Yeah.
No, default Medusa does.
she
Yeah,
does,
which
she
is
does.
the bitchiest line in the whole game. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Let's move on to the next
story.
skin on the list,
Harsh.
which is Fallen Angel Nike.
No, I need Mercury.
Oh, she's a bit bitchy.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so here's the thing.
What's the
So
thing?
we have some data would suggest that two things people like are angels
And death.
Darkness.
and darkness.
But how
So
do they go
this-
together?
No, they like
This
them separately, but this is both.
Is the chocolate and peanut butter of skins.
That sounds
She
disgusting.
kind of looks like she's a female member of Kiss too.
That is true. She's like one of
With
those
the
the
eyes.
groupies.
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
groupies that like, hey, I want to be kiss.
the color scheme's a little off. She needs more plain white, but I
Chuck
get where
just
you're going
said-
with that.
Let me see.
The
She's
eye
just not putting
makeup.
makeup
Dark
on
I
you.
skin.
love the
Yeah,
glow
I
inside
love it.
the wings, Chuck. That looks awesome.
Yeah, it turned out cool. So there's a couple of neat things here. So we did some special stuff with the halos / mask or helmet
Oh yeah,
arrangement.
Pon will have to
What a
kill a
beret.
bunch
She
of dudes to get
transforms.
that.
Also, everybody, just so you know, we changed the lobby presentation in the God Viewer so that you get to see Nike do transformations now.
So for all Nike skins in the lobby, you'll watch her put her ultimate helmet on.
Right,
Yeah,
so
I
you
like
can
the
see what it
colors.
looks
Previously, she never
Take it
did
back.
that. But now
Take
you'll
it
actually
back.
see her change her
I never
helmets,
said
'cause
anything
the
bad
helmets
about
are
the
actually
skin,
really
but I
cool.
take back anything I said, period.
So you'll get to see them a lot better in the lobby
Jeez,
now.
Pawn.
I like the one.
Pon with the 10 kills in a single swing. So that's one piece of the halo.
Gotcha. So you can actually see the halo going through. That makes a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
sense.
a different style.
Makes
It's you still have 3 stages of the halo, but you have a little bit more of this like.
I think you're pretty mean, Chuck. Though, like you've just released a skin right now, just before Worlds, when I'm pretty sure a few cosplayers would like to do this, and now they've got such a short period of time to get it ready.
Only the best can be Fallen Angel Nike in time for HRX.
We'll find out who. Tune in.
With the wings.
It's
though.
gonna break the game.
That's what drives me.
So there's the slapfest that Pon's going to slowly break the game.
I'm surprised he hasn't crashed.
I know, I was thinking
he's
it's-
spotting a lot of minions.
So I like this color scheme on the Nike effects. It's
Pon, you're gonna
cool.
crash the game. Stop.
She's got the you know,
trust
it's
you.
kind of deep bluish with black
Look
accents.
at that pile.
So there's a 2-stage halo.
Oh,
So
cool.
there's 2 of those rings.
You're not going to get the third one. No. Don't worry
That's
about it.
okay.
I'm not worried about the 3 whatsoever. Let's have a look at some of the other abilities. The leap and the ultimate. Let's go. We've seen the one enough.
That upgrade was cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, blue glow is cool.
Press onward. Be afraid.
This is a Chuck skin.
It is.
I love the effects
Technically-
colors are really cool.
Technically, everything's a Chuck skin, though, right? Because you have to give the okay.
Sort of, but there are certain ones where I'm going to
favorites.
show up at your desk a bunch of times and be like,
To make sure.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already going to make them change the name. Shit, it's the patch that shows everybody.
Hold on. We got to see her demon helmet. Oh, she's just animating so much.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
She had like a complete stone face.
I like
and
the colors.
armor.
Mainly because black and blue are my colors. You already know.
Yeah, it's pretty
Big
dope.
Got
horns.
a weeping gauge on it. I
Yeah,
like
she's
the
Might as
got
well
this
slap the weekend
evil
logo on
weeping
this
mask
skin.
and big horns that come on when she switches into the ultimate mode.
Show me a dance, Pon. You told me there was a dance emote for this one.
That seems fitting to the skin.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What dance?
they put this in for this skin?
What is this? John and the animation
It's so
team.
troll, dude.
We're getting
No
real Nemo over
way.
there.
No fucking way. On this skin of all
amazing
skins.
dance.
They should have put it on
And
the
let's listen
Mercury
to the
skin,
voice
dude.
pack as well, please.
Wow wee! Wow wee! You are all right. Ravishing. Hell wants me. You are all forsaken. You will wish you were never born. Heaven doesn't want me, and hell, well, it's afraid I'll take over. Oh, look, another fallen angel. Blast that darn ozone hole.
And that's the Nike skin. We can then move on to... Oh, this one looks good. Actually, the next two I'm
Streamer
really excited
skins
about.
will be dope.
Don't
Oh,
look at
yeah,
the
yeah.
card,
I'd
I'm
be
sure.
down.
Tremor Tech Kabraken.
We kind of got
Alright.
more sweet features on this skin. This skin has a sweet.
That
Yeah.
feels... That,
Yeah.
that actual card art just looks like a
Oh yeah, that
screen
night
thing.
you're
Maybe
right.
something
Big
you have as a
evasive.
desktop
100%.
It
That
is
skin was
nice.
way
I love
better
the
than I thought it
action
was going to
pose,
be.
and he's got like lasers coming at him, and he's just charging into the battle.
Kabraken's got some really amazing skins. When you actually think about the ones that he's got, like the PC nerd version.
Yeah.
that
I like
one's
the
great.
Hulk skin a
Nerd
lot.
The Hulk
too.
skin as well, yeah.
Not the Hulk.
With the cars.
Whatever.
Yeah, where he uses
Yeah.
the cars. Yeah.
It looks
Robot.
very awkward.
God, he looks massive in that. He
guy.
looks
Yeah.
huge.
Kabraken is cool because he
Yeah,
has very
he's
unique weapons.
huge, but
you
he
know? He's
looks-
got the
Did he
double
just
shields,
extend
which
his
are very
neck?
different.
His neck's just extended, right? From behind. Is that what I just saw?
Wait, I didn't see that.
That's like his neck extended from behind. Sorry, it might have just been me.
Oh,
the
now
camera
he
angle.
also doesn't have those hair flaps. that
yeah,
normal
that's a good point. He
Kabraken
doesn't have
has.
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here's his shields.
He's bald. Oh, no, they're cool.
Oh, and they were spinning when they were
Yeah.
powered up.
So we're gonna save the neat feature for the last. But
Okay.
yeah.
I don't even know what the neat feature is. so-
You'll see.
Okay, I'll trust you.
I
do
like this
skin.
skin. I'm just saying.
Wheels,
His little legs
turbines.
look like he may have missed leg day a few times.
God, they're
A lot of times.
Nice.
Do we have a whole mech team yet?
Need one more, right?
Thor, Thanatos, Kabraken, Chuck.
We might be missing like a mage or something.
We're
like
definitely missing some
Susano.
magic, I think.
Susano.
Susano.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Do we have
Susanna.
any-
I forgot about
What
Susanna.
about hunters? AMC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think we might be
AMC.
missing a
Yeah.
mech mage. Put it on the list.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. The electric fire. And
All right, what's the ult?
that's cool. They look dope.
Looks like the. It looks.
Featurey, Hexy.
I guess it's the same size, but it
Technological
looks
shells,
cleaner.
barriers, if you will.
I like that.
Dance, Odin.
Now that Odin's gonna
Dance.
keep dancing forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
wait,
the
he
wall
stopped.
stopped him.
Did he?
Oh,
did
yeah.
he
And now he's
stop?
taunting me. I was like,
He may just- oh, he was just trapped by the collision. There he
Yep,
goes.
there he goes.
goodbye, friends.
When you make the bots dance, they dance forever.
All right, so are you
Right,
ready?
what am I
Pon?
supposed to? What is it I'm excited about? I
Pon, are you
you
ready?
don't tell me anything. What we're doing?
I hope it works.
So we have these VXG functionality on some skins, right? So
He's got
we
pictures.
wanted
Yeah,
to
he
do.
does.
We had this cool idea because the shields.
Yay!
You get to hoverboard around on your shield.
It's pretty cool, honestly. How long does it last?
Until you do anything
and
else.
then you can speed
Oh
hack
my
like
God,
Pon.
Oh my god!
Smite surfing.
Pon, you're going to make people think this is pay to win. This is
Not the
just
case.
a fun feature.
Hi-Res
It
has
does
done
not
it all now, boys.
really do
oh
purely
my
visual.
gosh.
The specials are always fun, especially the moving specials.
That is
Like,
awesome.
they're my favorite. The one thing, can I put a request in, by the way? That the Geb special, you know, the Earth one, can we make that movable so you can just roam with the globe? Is that possible?
I think we put some extra limitations on that one
I thought
because
so, 'cause it was
you
it's
can
one of the
use
first as
it to
well.
obscure what you're doing, so it becomes like OP.
Okay, I understand.
thought
that.
it
Although
was
that's an
just-
old
I
one,
think
so
it's
I wasn't really
interruptible.
I wasn't really involved
That
in
was
the
the
decision
original.
making there. That
That
was
was
the first
original
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not even, from what I remember, it wasn't intentional to do that, but it was just in there like, screw it, let's just do it. That's what happened.
Yeah,
From
I
what
think
remember
they did end up putting some extra stuff on, like if you get hit or like
I'll
because you
listen
can
to
like
the globe
hide
roll.
you can hide what you're doing in there too easily. So
Well, let's have a listen to the Kraken voice pack that goes with this lovely looking skin.
I like this.
Oh, great. It's very exciting.
Great effort. Incredible. I am mighty. I am mighty. I am mighty. Don't underestimate my speed.
That's true.
Humans
yeah, he runs right at
Fat
you.
are
Loki.
just as daft as I thought. I really like this new oil. It's pretty slick. I was about to punch that guy if he kept pushing my buttons.
Nice. I like this one. He's got a lot of personality.
Yeah, it's sweet for a robot, especially.
Yeah, he's like a cool dude in a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, while Pompon goes surfing off to the next skin,
Yeah,
we'll have a look
surf
at the card art for Rocket Punch Mercury is next up.
All right.
Pop
Hey, Riz, don't
sold
let me
this skin
down,
to me
man.
by the size of the fist, which I've
Yeah.
not even seen in game yet.
I mean,
so
that was
I'm
the
excited.
initial pitch. That was how it started.
Was it just a stick
Don't
with
let me
fit?
down.
with
We
fists?
had
Was
a
the idea.
talk, and then we were like, you know what? What if we just made the fists way bigger?
Yes.
He
And
is
then
the
we
punchy
tested
guy.
it out, and it worked, and it didn't create a bunch
It's
of problems.
impressive.
And we just put a lot
Yes.
of effort
Hi-Res.
and time and detail
Thank
into these
you.
big, giant, punchy mech
All right,
gloves.
show me some auto attacks.
Pistons.
Holy shit.
Yeah, some of the cookies and we do on like the
Did you see his
actual
little
things.
back flaps flip up there, and he's got little
Yeah.
rocket boosters.
Back flaps. Yeah, he's got.
We actually use
thrusters.
that term more often than
Back
we
flaps.
should.
Yes,
Yes, we
yes.
do. But that's probably not what I should have said today.
That's even one I'm not going to touch. I'm like, do I
Oh
want to touch
my-
on this? No, let's not discuss back flaps anymore. We're good with
Hi-Res,
that.
sorry.
We're good about back flaps.
Okay, this skin
punches.
is all I'm going to play for the next 3 weeks. If you guys want to learn how to play Mercury. Yes! The one even looks
blink.
better.
We need a full attack speed build.
I love the mechanics. Love the mechanical sound that you get. Into.
Sounds are amazing.
Get ready.
Pawn, don't dash into tower range. Thought you were good.
Oh,
about
the
Mercury
little
playing
fucking
across the
thing on the
board.
ground behind. Yes! Good job, Hi-Res.
I'm allowed to say backflap if Tina's allowed to say skid mark.
What do you call that?
Sorry,
I don't know, like a
It's
rift,
a chasm
Oh.
or a rift.
Oh, sorry.
energy,
Okay.
an energy chasm.
Technically, he is skidding and leaving a mark.
Hey.
I guess so.
I mean, no, he's not skidding at
He's
all.
not
I was
skidding.
trying to say he's running really fast. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what's supposed to be
what
what's
would
happening.
happen when he stops. But
Now it does come with a voice pack as well, I believe.
and a special.
There was a special with this one.
Do it
too.
before the
features.
voice pack. Do it.
What special first?
Yet.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yes,
rocket.
Hi-Res,
Fly.
thank you.
It's like the opposite of what you expect from Mercury, right?
That was my Christmas present
That's
from
why.
Hi-Res.
Just like Mercury runs everywhere, and he's like, you know what? I'm lazy as crap.
Wait,
I
did
wanna
that build
move
up your
at human
passive?
speed. So what I'll do is I'll use.
It charges his passive,
Cyber
yes.
Mercury,
Thank you for
he's got
confirming.
Jets.
Does it
Pawn.
break
His
your
back
Does
flaps.
it break your passive, Pawn? He's
Charges it.
Pawn typed it.
That's good.
Oh, so your passive still goes up even though you're doing that. That's good to know.
Oh, that's cool.
He's still moving.
Just in case. Technically, he is, even though his feet aren't touching the ground.
So you can just do that.
This skin is going to be so
Yeah.
satisfying.
Fly around.
We've got a floaty crew just
float
running
Look at his
around.
big ass
these
arms,
mechs,
man.
They're not going to
Fingers.
walk everywhere.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, Geb's a mech as well. Thinking about that.
And he turns
He's got
into
to
a
get one to
spaceship.
get it.
Yeah, he does.
So I was just thinking about other ones as well.
But that's an ability.
That is an ability. It's not the same thing, but it's still really cool.
Now it does have a voice pack as well. Let's have a listen in.
I guess that was adequate. Nice one. I can't get any better. I am the best. I spy with my electronic eye someone about to lose. One hit from me will knock you back 5 divisions. We kept the best of me. My abs, my hair, my face. Well, most of it anyway. I don't fear anything. I guess it's because of my nerves of steel.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, clumsy actually. Help me
Oh
write
yeah.
that. Mhm.
Of course,
Yeah, that's
Clumsy
great.
did. Well,
What a
Clumsy, you
team.
could have made it better.
What a team!
What a team we
What a
have
team,
here.
clumsy.
What's this jump
I see
stamp
you.
thing, by the way, that I'm worried about? Isn't it? Jump stamp? Is that
That's
not
a
yet?
jump stamp.
Wait,
You
wait for
get
Ool.
from the Odyssey, but if you use it with Uller, it does more things.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure we'd not missed something that we're supposed to see by now. I was going to be with Ool skin. Okay.
Right.
I
Kind of like
didn't
we did last year.
No,
where
there was
we
Ool
made
skin
some
there.
stuff you could get that you could equip on other skins, but
Show
you had
it.
to get with the tier 5.
Show it.
Well, 3 skins left to
Show
go.
it.
And we're going to move swiftly along
3.
now to Hi-Res Expo
Oh, that's right.
Loki
2 shitty skins, man.
in all his glory.
Yeah, common clothes is a popular theme that we've
These
explored a
two
little
skins
bit
are gonna
recently. So
be
Loki looks good with a hoodie on and some real human
We
clothes.
thought it would be pretty fun to make, casual modern Loki, but he's still got the headdress.
It's
That
literally
basically, take away the
rival
headdress,
Loki,
right? The
but
eyes
with
stay the same. That
Expo
is like
X on it.
a participant at Hi-Res Expo on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Right, at Saturday night after the
No-
weekend's
after no
gone on
sleep.
so far, like that's what people are starting to look like and come dressed as anyway. So it fits perfectly in. You could
Yeah,
just sit
yeah.
in the crowd and you wouldn't notice.
You can cos. This
Except
is
for
an
the headdress.
easy cosplay if you want to do a last minute one. There you go.
Yeah, smart idea actually.
And you might have seen this one around, but nobody got it. So here's your chance.
I like how his horns come through his hood.
Do they go through? I thought they're kind of.
What kind of
mounted.
shoes is he rocking, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the top part
Looking like
of his
some New Balance
headdress is like on over top.
Type shoes.
Well, it's a
Not
specially
digging
designed
it.
hoodie to work with Loki horns.
Right. When you're Loki,
Not digging
you
it,
can
dude.
commission a custom.
When you're the trickster god of the Norse pantheon, you can get one custom shirt.
I'm over here.
Oh, he's even a Loki version too. I like the decoy because the decoy is one of those things where you actually just get to replicate the god. Yeah, so you guys get to see yourself a little bit more person. Got green effects on this one, okay.
And this will be involved in some HRX related.
I think you have to come to the convention. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We don't know.
Stay
I
tuned.
get it.
I have no clue. But if you've seen Hi-Res Expo before, more than likely it's one of those things where you get given it or you get it by doing something.
I think it might be a drop.
Drops in the viewers.
Oh, there'll be drama if it's a drop because the Bologna one. No, people are still waiting on
But
that.
now you'll
somewhere.
want both.
Okay, after Loki,
Rip chat.
we also have Empress Noir. She's looking very regal in this one.
Ooh.
Yes,
Really
exactly.
boring.
And her name, Empress, is like a part of her long form name, as she's like a leader of the pantheon.
Yeah,
So
we just cut it down.
this one's a little bit lore accurate too, but also just fits her regal style.
Magical balls.
Wait, are they supposed to be magical pearl balls? Because they look like pearl balls.
I think that's the case.
But they've got
Okay.
little hats on
Pearlescent.
them.
Pearlescent spheres.
Balls can have hats on them.
Sure they can.
Let's stop saying the word balls and move on.
Oh,
What about ornaments? Ornamental spheres.
Ornaments.
Magic
Yeah.
ornamental
I really like
spheres.
her outfit. It's
it's
pretty sweet.
cool.
They remind me of spinners. That's what they remind me of. You know those?
This reminds me a
I'm
little
pretty
bit
sure
of,
they age it, and
what's
then
her
you
name
just wrap a
from-
cord around it and then
From Game of
Pull
Thrones.
it.
spin.
Oh, a top.
That's what
Yeah,
it's
the
called. I can't
things
remember his
that
name.
they
Her
did
It's
boobs,
like
her
100
titties are
years ago?
definitely bigger.
yeah, back in my
When
childhood.
we had
It
when we
looks-
didn't
it
have video
reminds me
games,
of,
we used to play with
Jack-
jacks
playing with my
and
tiny
and
wooden
tic-tac-toe.
man.
It's not funny to laugh about that. Like that was my childhood before.
Wonder
I
boobs.
know, I was there too. Let's not tell everyone how old we
Please,
are.
that hurts.
They had a wind-up robot made of tin.
Is there the minions are changed in this one? They're a little bit more. They
Yeah,
look
I
like
saw
metallic or something.
Some
Icy or
crystalline blue material minions.
Well, I mean, technically, she's a Jade Empress, and that was one of the associated things with her, right? That's what it kind of
Yeah,
feels
that's
that
probably
way.
what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, I get law sometimes. Very rarely, but
hey,
I do.
Pon, can we see
was
the
good,
front
that was
of her,
good.
please?
I got one. See the what?
I just
wanna
want to
see
see
her
her
titties.
front. I want to see if she has the boot. Nope.
No,
wanna
there's no
see them
underboob
titties.
on the skin.
She's tastefully dressed like a queen
She's
would
still
be.
very tasteful. Tina, please.
That was
Oh,
nearly a
I'm
Tina
sorry.
moment.
Tina, please.
That was very tasty. And I'm
I
like,
was
oh god, what's she gonna say next?
curious.
I don't know. The way
Oh,
I
wait.
use that word and
She
the way
does
Tina
have
used that word were very
dragon
different.
tattoos that go up around things. Her legs.
Just her legs. They're just legs.
They're really cool, though.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do the voice pack, Palm. Bring us along to the voice pack, please.
Not looking. Let's do voice.
You did well. Excellent. They crowned me Empress.
Oh, nice.
That is no way to treat a goddess. They think they can best me? If someone calls me ugly, I have a great comeback and say, "Excuse me, I am not a mirror." I will never fire my clay minions.
That was well done, Gina.
She's an empress.
It's hard to set up your own jokes because these
Some
characters
Lin
talk to
Pate, thank you.
themselves. But that was
So they're
you
like,
made
in
it
a
happen.
case where I was going
Yes.
to roast you,
If I
this
were-
is how I would do it.
If
But
I
only
was
if you
insulted
say
on
this.
Twitter, this is
Yeah,
how I would
exactly.
respond.
Exactly.
Respondeth.
You got to have those Twitter burns queued up. It's important.
Yes.
I've
Thanks.
never queued one up in my life.
Yeah, right. Those come
You,
right
I
off
know
the
you've
cuff
got
for him, man.
you've got
He's
a
natural.
notes in your phone, and you're just
Is it time?
Is it finally
I'm
time?
gonna play
Is it- Super
CML
excited.
12.
It's
Thank you
been-
for the
we've been
11
working on
months,
it for
dude.
So we've
long.
done RTO, Kernos, Medusa,
Here we
Nike,
go.
Bracken, Mercury, Loki,
Moment of truth.
Noir.
all right.
Done
Moment of
note-
truth.
balance,
To
spoke
note-
to community. Like, there's nothing else, right?
So this skin is extremely complicated. We've been juggling some
Seriously.
last-minute features. There may be a bug or two.
Okay.
In this version.
They'll be fixed when it goes out, but for right now, maybe a bug or two. Okay.
The stance changing tier 5 was surprisingly more technically challenging than we thought it
It
would
was.
be. It was really tough.
The combination of leveling and then stance switching, and then in his advanced stance, he just summons axes and bows, right? He doesn't have them still on him.
Sure.
And then that turned out to be a whole shit show. I mean, a problem set of challenges.
I'm on the show.
So,
You stole her word of the day. That's okay.
It wasn't Tina this
yeah.
time.
So
Sounds good.
anyway, it's difficult in a bunch of ways that
It
only
was.
the technical people understand, and we
Okay.
were like, "What?" So
So it made it very
they
complex.
they put in the time and they made it work. And
Let's
it's
see the card
amazing.
art first of all while Pon's getting it ready. One more time for us. The card art looks great.
And it's got special effects on the card art, of course, when you load into the game.
just like
so we
the-
won't be
like
able
the
to see that here,
forward-
but yeah,
the,
like
the card art tells the whole story of
Okay.
switching Frostfire Uller and his two leveling strategies.
so here we have the lower level form, the ice version.
Okay, so if he's just so I can try and get some basic understanding, right? In archer form, like in range form, he's ice.
Yes.
And in axe melee form, he's fire.
Correct.
Okay.
And he's more human at the lower levels.
And they evolve as time goes on.
and
Still.
well, he's got really like 4 forms. So he's got fire axe human and ice bow human, and then fire axe elemental where he fully changes, and ice bow elemental where he fully changes.
Can you go back to the range form again for his Pon? After you've done
Oh
that
yeah,
for
we'll
second?
do a bunch
Sorry.
of switching.
Now, the interesting thing
I
about
love-
this,
I love the fact. Sorry, I just want to go over. Like, I love the fact that one arm kind of like stays of part of the other side still. Like,
But it cools off a little
Yeah, it cools
bit,
off or
yeah.
changes slightly. That's really cool.
one of the big features here is you'll notice the cape. See how the cape
Oh.
wipes between the two forms?
The
You see
fire.
this transition slowly moves
Yeah.
down the cape.
That's really cool.
That was actually really
I can imagine that does not look that easy.
It was harder to do than we thought.
Jerry
Oh,
using
level
his
effects.
magic powers.
I love the fact the bow's on his back that's still icy though as well, which is really cool. I think that's cool.
So you can see also the Fire and Ice
Oh.
HUD theme
See?
on the
Oh,
UI.
the jump stamp
So
changes.
if you have the jump stamp
And you
and
play
you're using it on this skin, it changes based on which state you're in.
That's cool.
What do you know?
As does the level up skin.
the level up skin.
There's
Watch.
also
Yeah,
a
the-
level up skin.
Like, you
this
see
is
that?
fiery themed swirls went around him when he leveled up.
Okay.
So if you're using this,
Okay.
you'll be able to equip that on other gods, but you won't get the frost fire, the full frost fire.
And then
effect.
the recall.
Frosty version, and then the fiery
Fiery
version.
version,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm recalling him fire. I like the flames.
You got to
coming in.
recall on fire anyway because you want to speed boost and leap out of base, right? So
Smart.
So for all of these 3 things, if you don't play on Uller, you'll only get the
You
frost
get the
version.
ice. Yep.
Okay.
They're ice to everyone except Uller, who can
'Cause he can
use
melt
in the skin, who can use both versions.
he can melt your icy heart and then freeze it back again.
If you're gonna get the tier 5, get extra value.
Yeah, whole extra stuff along with this tier 5.
That's right.
I don't really care about the abilities. I want to see the
Nice.
change. Level up, Pon.
So, and again, he has whole 2 different sets of effects for his 2 levels. The
Nice.
jumps are off the freaking chain on the skin. It's
Yeah.
nuts.
So this one's pretty cool.
So what
Mike
level
just
does he
went
change?
crazy.
So this is base
10.
level, right? And then he
Yes.
changes at
Yeah.
10.
So you got a full set of ice under level 10 effects, a full set of fire under level 10 effects, a full set of over level 10 fire, and a full set of over 10
Now,
ice.
Look at that.
once he's
That's
level
cool.
10, he's like fully.
The cape he's got.
He's
He's
fully
bam.
magma'd out.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks so badass.
Yeah, it's really cool.
High res, stepping up their game,
He's
dude.
on fire. He's heated up.
Oh my
When he's fully
god.
formed, you know,
Look at
he's
that.
powerful.
I will
That
say,
cape
like,
is
listen,
lava cape.
the thing about the cape is it actually looks like it is. You know, when you look at fire and you can see the heat wavering off it, you can actually see that on the cape, which is really cool.
And the
I'm
transition.
gonna play
Look
Wool
at the
Mercury
cape
every game.
transition.
Nothing
So
else.
awesome. This cape transition was my dream for the skin, like right at
You
the
went to it.
beginning.
Yeah.
And it worked.
And Jerry just did all the things. Jerry and Jordan and all those.
Oh, that
guys.
I
fucking
remember,
helmet
I
is
remember
dope.
like the raw tier 2 skins, you know? Like,
Look at it. It's amazing. It looks great. It's really
Okay,
fun.
that's
to play. I got to
really
play in a
freaking
playtest
cool.
the other day, and I was just blown away.
distracted
Oh,
is probably all
and-
that.
Yeah, pretty much. I was just like
Stuff.
firing stuff by myself, like in the middle of the lane. Like,
Wait, Pon, kill some minions.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Why?
He has-
There's custom minion deaths for
Whoa.
both versions of this.
You need some. You need some more level spawn.
Yeah.
Some items. Yeah,
Do
they
some damage.
freeze. They freeze to death.
Oh,
It
that's
is
awesome.
A new type of death, because
Okay.
we've had old ones where you could burn them up and lightning them up.
Yeah.
But Uller has his own brand new ones.
That is.
Every year we just go
Look
crazy
at
with
the
CFIs.
look at the jump on the fully leveled up version.
Yeah, the animation with these wave swings.
Oh,
noise is
right on
dope,
fire and
too.
fl-
Charred.
Oh, there's still. Yeah,
they're
that's
charred corpses.
on
It's
the
different than the char we've used before, too. So these are completely
Yo,
new.
look at his backflip.
And then he's
Oh
got
my
new jumps. He like does
gosh.
some flips and stuff. Do some flips.
Oh man, that's cool.
Doing flips during jump is so fun.
Doing flips with the fancy jump stand.
Doing a front flip while
This
moving
whole
backwards
thing
is a
is
little
just-
bit
Bro,
OP.
look at his. These
and you know, it was
animations are
interesting
sick.
because there was a lot of, what are we going to do with the tier 5? It's just Uller. But he has so much cool opportunity for functionality because he has
Sure.
so many abilities.
Yep.
And he's
they're all
got the two
different too, yeah.
stances.
Look at how he throws the axe. He does a spin.
Oh yeah, and there's another whole thing.
Wait, what?
What about the VXG spot? Did you use the special
He's got a
command
special-
that
Yeah,
I
he's got
wrote on the
specials,
post-it
too.
note for you?
I think it works.
Oh,
That's
he just
cool.
threw his
He's
axes.
got a little. Yeah, they're not as a. They're a little different style.
Okay.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I like the
Okay.
axe one looked like ZZ to me, which means you're telling the opposition that you're boring him.
I think they're.
They're the
I know,
Based
I
on
know
his
they're runes, but it looked
runes.
like a ZZ, and I'm like, I'm going to take it as BM. That's what I want to take it as.
They're actually based on the
Yeah, Pawn, you can't down level. That breaks stuff.
like that eye rune is the ice one is the rune.
Bro, this is.
Worked.
You got it.
Like, I don't care if you
Nice
play
one.
Ul or not,
He's
or
got
play Hunters, whatever.
level up
This is better than all the
functionality,
other tier
death
5 skins.
effects, recall effects, jump stamp
my
functionality.
Minion
God.
effects.
Watch,
Look
watch
at
this.
this.
Watch him. Watch when he goes back to base.
Oh
nice.
my god!
Bursting out
This
of
is
the ground.
so good. Holy crap!
What is this for?
Wait,
Is he?
Cake? And it's ice cream.
Whose birthday
cake.
is it?
Why is the cake?
It's Brad's
happy birthday,
It's
Brad!
Brad's birthday. Oh, happy birthday!
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Why did we
Brad.
have that Brad's
Our production lead, the guy who makes all these shows work and happen for you guys. I'm giving this cake that we
No,
can.
it's been touched. There's something wrong with it. I don't trust it.
Twitch.
You
I'll
eat
eat
it.
up.
We're gonna
You eat it.
chew very quietly
I'm fine.
and
Handyman
not
is
into the
making
microphone.
F. Dot taste
No,
his
I'm
cake
good.
because he won't.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm diabetic now. Me too. I am now. I've just officially become diabetic.
Are you
don't wanna
worried
eat
somebody like peed on your cake?
All right, we gotta do
Yes,
the
I don't
voice
trust
back.
anyone.
We're
Right.
still on the
All right.
patch note
We're still
show.
on the old
Focus
Don't
on
do
it,
this
guys.
shit,
focus on
goddamn.
birthday
You're
cake
fucking
from
During the
Brad,
tier
who's our
5 too.
producer.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Let's go
All right.
to the voice
We gotta
pack.
do it.
Go.
Your strength incites us all. Marvelous. I'm too much. I can really go either way. Your strength incites us all. I can manipulate the elements. What can you do?
He sounds like
Get in my way, and you will feel my elemental wrath. Apologies for being new to this. I'm out of my element.
Some
I
solid
have
jokes.
mastery over fire and ice.
So you've
It
got a
appears
nice
you only have
heroic,
mastery over salt.
confident character here.
Uh-huh.
And then when he transforms, you get a little bit
He
more.
gets more voice?
Oh yeah,
And his
you get
voice
completely different voices. Completely different voices for fire and ice at the high level.
Impressive feat. Excellent.
Get a little more anger.
Feel the mastery of fire. My actions will bring you a fiery doom.
So does that happen when he hits level 20 that his voice changes, or 10?
10.
10. Okay.
All the changes happen.
So this voice means my Ool is playing well because he's level 10
That was
plus.
loud.
His voice in ice form is different as well.
Yep. He's a little more chill.
How cold of you.
So yeah, this is the last thing we're going to show on this show. I just wanted to mention that there's no god being revealed today, but we have an amazing god coming up, and we're really excited to show that off. It's going to be first shown at HRX.
Oh.
Whoa,
So
that
watch
was
the
dope.
HRX coverage if you want to see the first.
New
the
god
first
isn't
viewing of
until
that god, 'cause it is
HRX, Pat.
One of the coolest gods ever,
Well-
I think ever.
We're running out of time because we've been going for quite a while today.
Yeah.
All those skins took a little while. Anything outside of the Ool skin that you want to mention? Obviously, because if I say what's your favorite thing, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to say Ool.
Yeah, it's the
shockingly
tier
enough.
5.
I
It was crazy.
I just want to say thank you for the community for helping me write the Uller skin. I really appreciate that.
Oh, did the community help? I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I kind of tweeted it out, and so did the community team. And I took some line. Actually, I took a lot of lines. Mostly like 80% of the Uller voice pack is community driven. So
Oh, that's
Awesome. Yeah, make sure you listen to those, and you might find one that you wrote on a suggestion for Tina.
Well, this is the last patch notes you're going to be getting before the World Championships. And talking about the World Championships, they are coming up very soon in January. We're going to be live in Atlanta at the Cobb Energy Center, where a lot of you would come and take part. Show the brackets available for you as well. If you've not seen Smite just yet, there's some top teams from around the world turning up to come and partake in this. We're going to have
I haven't
Latin
seen the
America,
bracket.
Southeast Asia,
Damn,
Brazil,
still it has to play
as well as
LG.
Oceania, Europe,
Actually, that's
and
not that
North
bad.
America all taking part. The
Energy.
matches
Wait,
will
LG
be
plays
exciting,
Energy?
I can guarantee you that. And the semis and quarters are always riveting action.
And
Make sure you
Obey
tune
is
in
gonna
for
play
that. And
Elevate.
also, you'll get a chance to see what AJ was talking about in terms of one of the new gods potentially.
Oh, and there'll be lots of other big announcements.
I wonder what.
Big announcements.
Season 4.1.
Yeah, big announcements.
Very exciting stuff. More.
Yep.
More.
You ready
Lots
for
of
more
stuff.
skins
Maps,
next year?
changes,
You've made it difficult now because you've done this
skins,
Ool
gods.
skin this year. I don't know how you're going to top it next
Everything
one.
coming out.
No idea.
It's always tough, but we find a way.
We'll find out. With that, though, boys and girls, that's the end of our stream. Shout outs once again, though, to Brad Weir, our producer here at Highstreet
Thank you for
Studios.
cake.
It is his birthday.
Happy birthday,
He brought us
Brad.
cake. With that, we'll see you all later when the Patch Notes Show returns.
see you at HRX.